sometimes you get your blessings in a different way.
Yes.
People, I think a lot of people today, they want instant gratification. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to put in the time. People see people and they see their success, but they never see what it took to get there. And then, not for nothing, there are some people that get lucky and they just take off quick. But that doesn't mean that you don't got to put in work. Like, you know, I have so many times people come like, yo, Ram, could you help me with this? And I'll be like, listen, I got a better idea. Instead of me giving you that right here, I'm going to put you in a position to where you do it. They don't want the position. Like, it's crazy because I try to explain that. People like, nah, people don't be trying to put their peoples on. Like, nah, I'm going to put you on, but I'm going to put you on to where I don't have to put you on no more.
From ardent followers who had earlier cheered her comeback, they saw it as more than just cheating. It was throwing away a man who had sacrificed everything for her for what seemed to be a harmless affair. One stated, Papoose deserved better. He was husband's goals, and she threw it away for clout and drama. Chrome 23's reputation also took a hit. Instead of creating news about women, in battle rap, the league became embroiled in a complex dispute that made many wonder about Ray's concentration and professionalism. The scandal did not strengthen her brand. Rather, it made her seem sloppy and insecure. Remy was wrong to think that followers would quickly forget about her, but betrayal wasn't just a personal setback, it was a public one that was broadcast. On social media daily and in every interview where he showed his devotion.
Show his admiration and tell the world how his woman the greatest. Nigga, he held you down in prison for 6 years. I know it was nice, he cried big tears. He stood by you by your biggest accomplishment, front row giving you big tears. Now y'all got a beautiful baby girl who oh so amazing. He be damned if he lose you to this bozo with braces. Hey, the world ain't never supposed to know what you and me going through, but this nigga behind closed doors running his mouth like a hoe supposed to do. Got niggas making blogs and YouTubes, people arguing in the comments if those posts is true. Cause them TMZ and shade room outlets, they only know you. Listen, should've with me, I wouldn't have ran my mouth. He took you out to eat the best foods. When you ain't feeling good, he put you back in the best mood. You ain't knocked him out cause he be damned to keep seeing you get stepped to by some nigga he socked out and stood over like a step stool. If you think he didn't love you, he would've put up with all of this shit. Yo, Papoose. Yes, sir. That's how you talk to your
When you thought the circus could go any wilder, the clown show added another act after all that mayhem. The broken marriage, the public humiliation, the ruined image, and the broken expectations that Remy Ma and Easy the Block Captain would be living it up. The relationship with Remy also ended easily. To be honest, it shouldn't come as a surprise that Easy quit. It had been clear from the start that Easy was from somewhere quite different. He was a battle rapper who was fighting to find his place. He wasn't a superstar or the head of an empire. The moment things got too hot, he dipped. In addition to lacking Papoose's commitment, loyalty, and even drive, Easy wasn't made to hold a woman down. Instead of being about combat rap culture, the talk is now about her chaotic personal life, and chances that could have become real businesses are disappearing. Now that more people are pulling for her to fail, it feels like she's back where she started. Meanwhile, Papoose, his leveling up instead of wasting time sitting around sobbing made people see the difference immediately. Rumors circulated that he was now linked to Clarissa Shields, and not just any woman. She is a two-time Olympic gold winner and an uncontested boxing champion. Clarissa is not just well-known, she is also youthful, prosperous, and establishing a growing career. Departed from a spouse to pursue a person who is still coming to terms with their situation. Papoose, however, went on to someone younger, more accomplished, and more driven in her field. It's hard to not accept responsibility for her choices and watch the karma play out in front of everyone right now, to be honest. My voice is not the same stale song that Ray is singing.
Nothing. Like, he made an egg like 10 years ago, a scrambled egg, and was like, you would have thought he hit the Powerball, like the way he was acting.
It wasn't any music, a new battle, rap endeavor, or even a business triumph that made Remy go viral again recently. Instead, she says that she has no enemies in this amusing clip. If she had her way, she would not even call her project Let My Enemies Die. She laughed, demonstrated that she still does not consider herself the problem, but the people did not believe her. The idea that Ray's greatest enemy isn't a random hater, but rather a choice went viral on social media. The worst thing is that she continues to cheat, which was brought on by her ego, terrible business management, and lack of accountability. It was Remy who did it to herself. No one else had to do it. She claimed to be a victim of a vast conspiracy, as though everybody had suddenly chosen to turn against her. You get trapped, opportunities are lost, relationships break down, and you slowly become the bad guy, not just in the eyes of others, when you don't own up to your error. Remy's terrible choices, pride, and blame games destroyed all she had, including a loving spouse and a platform that most artists would kill for, which would have given her another chance at freedom.
Every single day, so I was chilling. I was like,
So he came up every day? Every visit?
for the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a max, you have a visit every day,
Right,
except for
that's
it
right,
alters
right.
on the weekends,
That's
a
right.
Saturday or Sunday. So literally the
Every
first
day.
year,
How
he
far
came
is
every day.
Bedford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on
So
traffic.
he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
Yeah,
Be
to
back
like, I
tomorrow.
mean, it got to a point where I had to tell him like, yo, like, I'm good. I'm alright. Like, and I guess like when he believed it, that was alright, and I was like, he was like, alright, cool. And then he'll come like a little bit less. He'll come like 3 times a week, or like, you know. But it still seemed like he was there a lot. I spoke to him almost every.
Rather than fighting your opponents, you are fighting yourself, since self-sabotage is one of the silent killers of success. Do you know what? You're losing. It creeps up on you while you're too busy blaming others. It happens slowly and under the radar. Even with all the resources needed to land chances for skill and loyalty, Remy, you fail to see issues. You start destroying everything that you have made yourself. And the most ridiculous part is that Ray's narrative is not unique. Many individuals think they are up against jealous or hateful people, when, in fact, their worst enemy is the person who is staring back at them in the mirror. You will eventually make your own if you don't alter your self-centered decisions, lack of pride, destructive behaviors, and desire for approval. The most terrifying of nightmares. Even if you had all the necessary elements, a committed fan base, a stable career path, and a loving relationship, you could still fail because you didn't go inward, which is exactly what happened in this instance. In the end, Remy's worst dread was not a secret because she was ultimately responsible for the betrayal, the breakdown, and the losses, even though she kept blaming everyone but herself. Adversary hiding in the darkness. It was her reflection in the mirror, not an affair scandal or a horrible breakup. And it's only just beginning until she faces that nightmare. Comment here if you believe this decrease was unavoidable. For more real material, click like and don't forget to subscribe.